All right, court is calling 2024 CR 01093, State versus Samantha Gadarama. Counsel, in the box. Y'all need to move it down to the other end.
In 2024, Cody Lane Krause stood in a Texas courtroom to be sentenced after pleading no contest to a felony charge.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 010930, State versus Samantha Gadarama. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Kayla Dietrich for Samantha Guadarrama.
And are you Samantha Guadarrama?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and TAP evaluation?
Yes.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You entered a plea bargain agreement.
As part of the plea deal, the state agreed to drop 3 other counts and cap his punishment at 6 years in prison plus a $1,500 fine. But there was more at stake than prison time.
On January 6th, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $6,292.70 to Mitchell McCain. It's the court's understanding that that amount has been paid. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say?
No, ma'am.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Samantha Guadarrama.
All right, so why are you keying this guy's car?
Krause's attorney argued for deferred adjudication, a form of probation that could spare him from carrying a permanent felony conviction.
No, it wasn't a mistake. A mistake is you take somebody's umbrella thinking that it's yours because they're both black umbrellas. Keying somebody's car is not a mistake. So why are you keying the car?
I was being taunted by my ex about our situation, that we were separating, and he was sending me videos and pictures of just other women and in our own, like in our home, that we lived together during that time and during that night.
That's not what the police report says.
Without it, his lawyer explained, Krause would struggle to find steady work and rebuild his life. The defense pointed to Krause's troubled past, including a difficult childhood in the foster care system.
That the victim in 01 returned from a night out and the victim parked his vehicle in the driveway of 01's residence. While at 01's residence, 01 received an alert on his video camera. 01 looked at his video camera and observed his ex-girlfriend in the driveway of his residence. 01 was speaking with D1 through the camera, you're D1, and D1 believed that another female was at the location as D1 believed the victim's vehicle, which was parked in the driveway, belonged to a female. Victim in 01 continued watching the video camera and observed D1 walking around victim's vehicle, keying victim's vehicle in the process. This is what I don't understand. So it says in here that you thought that was a female's vehicle.
Yes.
I don't understand why women.
They also highlighted that Krause had already spent significant time in jail, suggesting he had faced real consequences for his actions. The state, however, reminded the court of Krause's criminal history, including new drug-related charges in Oklahoma.
Any type of loyalty. Why is the go-to for women when they think somebody's cheating on them? Well, let me attack the female. You shouldn't be attacking anybody, honestly. But I don't know why there's this thing, let's destroy the female's vehicle. Maybe he don't want you anymore. Or maybe he wants you and the other female. If that's the case, you have choices to make. Either you're going to stay with him and accept the fact that he's cheating on you, or either you're going to leave him. The choice should never be, let me key his car or key the female's car. It's never going to turn out good.
They strongly opposed deferred adjudication and pushed for prison time. The judge carefully weighed both sides.
Now, I see that you have a son and a daughter. How would you feel if your son ends up dating someone and they become an ex-girlfriend and they won't let go and they end up keying his car? You lose your mind. So here you are out keying somebody's car who doesn't want you, obviously. No, I mean, that's yes or no. Do you understand that?
Yes, I did.
And so you went to jail?
I did.
And how long were you in jail?
That night,
All right. Well, how long did you stay in jail till you paid this off, though?
2 days. 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 That day on January, when I was to court for like 3 days, I believe.
All right, so that's 3 days you spent away from your children because you love a man more than your
One detail complicated the case. The victim had been living under Krause's housing voucher, even though she technically wasn't supposed to be there.
Whenever you make these stupid decisions, what ends up happening is that shows that you're loving this man more than your children. You can't do that. Have you had any contact with him?
No, I love him.
All right, so do you have any children with him?
No, I do not.
All right, so you better not contact him. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That relationship is over. You don't have any property with him. You don't have any children with him, so there's no need to contact him. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do for a living?
Krause had taken her in, along with her children, so they wouldn't be homeless. The judge admitted that without that fact, she would have had no hesitation in sending him to prison. Still, she had to balance his decision to help with the troubling police reports and his record. Cody Lane Krause faced the judge once again, this time for breaking the very rules that had kept him out of prison, according to police reports.
And I tell everybody this who have relationships problems, because orchids teach patience. They have some beautiful orchids out at the HEB. I just saw some when I went there. I'm like, wow, they're so beautiful. They're in bloom. You need to get that orchid. They're inexpensive. I think they have a coupon too, so it's less expensive. Get that orchid and keep that orchid. And it comes with directions. Read up on it, how to care for it. And once those leaves fall off, if you can get that same orchid to bloom again without losing your patience, then you'll be ready for relationships. Because with orchids, you can read those instructions. Like it says, indirect sunlight, you put it in indirect sunlight. Next thing you know, the leaves are burning.
Krause had been ordered to stay away from Jasmine Nunn, the mother of his children. But shortly after being released from jail, he went straight back to her residence.
Somebody's like 3 ice cubes. Then you learn, nope, it doesn't take 3 ice cubes. So I don't tell people to get orchids to be flippant. It's just that orchids require patience and care. And that's the same thing with relationships. And if somebody is cheating on you, you have 2 choices to make. One, you either accept it and confront them and say, hey, you're cheating on me. And then their choice is to continue to cheat or either say, all right, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again. But those are your choices. Your choice is not to go and key some car, because then you end up here. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $2,000 fine. That will be probated.
Witnesses said he tried to kick in her door, threw rocks at the home, and threatened people inside.
Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. There should be 3 years deferred adjudication. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require parenting classes. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
All right. What do you want? What do you plan to do with the rest of your life? Do you like bartending? Do you plan on, what do you want to do?
No, I'm a real estate license as well. I just haven't used it.
Okay. And then there's 100, I'm going to require anger management.
Officers arrived to find shoe prints on the door and Krause still outside, insisting it was his home and dismissing the situation as just a misdemeanor.
And once that's completed, the remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. And the court will show that the restitution amount of $6,292.70 has been paid in full. We can go off the record. So I put you down for 3 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything early, I'll consider early termination. Whether you're on for the full 3 years or not is completely up to you and your actions. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, make better choices. You got children to consider, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
The judge didn't see it that way. Not only was Krause violating a protective order, but he also resisted officers, kicked the patrol car door, and made violent threats against others. In court, Krause tried to explain himself.
Court is calling 2025 CR 000487 State versus Alyssa Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Renee Munoz on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez.
And are you Ms. Gonzalez? All right, did you understand in count 2, you're charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
He said he had only wanted a place to sleep and argued that Jasmine was the mother of his biological children. He admitted he had made mistakes, but begged for probation, saying he had learned his lesson during the 5.5 months he had already spent in jail. The judge, however, was unconvinced.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. In reference to Ms. Gonzalez, I had the chance to speak with her regarding the offenses that she had picked up. And I know that the court maybe has some concerns as to the questionable thinking. My client has notified me at the jail that she has been getting MRT, moral recognition therapy treatments, in terms of addressing some of the questionable decisions she has made that led her to being here in front of the court today, Judge. In light of that, she is willing to undergo at the state jail classes, as well as vocation, as well as substance use, to address some of those issues and hopefully continue with the MRT there at state jail. We're asking Judge, in light of that, her eagerness to do that, if she can be presumptively entitled to diligent participation credit, also known as the 80-20 rule, in light of the fact that she wants to make those changes and continue to address those changes in thinking.
All right, how old are you?
32.
All right, why don't you know right from wrong? I mean, it would seem that people would know.